welcome back to the stream. We're here on week 4. Today I've got another shoutcaster with me. You guys know him from week 1 and week 2. We've got Caleb Posey over here to my right. Casper couldn't come. He's going to fill in for me at least next week. So we wanted to give him a little bit of practice this week with me here at the helm. So I'm excited to have Caleb here next to me. Caleb, I mean, you weren't here last week. That's okay. But how do you feel? I know you've watched. I know you know where we placed. How do you feel about us last week?
Last week I think we did all right. I wasn't able to watch much of the stream. I watched a little bit of it, but I think we did all right, though.
Good. I know we finished that first and third place finish last week. That was good enough to move us into second in our group, which, I mean, obviously you're part of that team. So you've helped us get there, and I'm really happy with the way you guys have gone. We've got last week's score on the board here. You look at us. We finished first last week in total placement. We ended with 26 eliminations. Connor came in really clutch with about half of those, believe it or not. And then Paul and Jay came up with the other 13. We'll look at those individual scores here in just a moment. But St. Xavier Team 1, Goshen, and Winford were the other three giving us headaches. And then St. Xavier Team 2 finished 5th for the week. That was good enough to move us into second for the season so far. Top 10 move on to the playoffs out of each group. So we're in a really good position for the playoffs in Apex. We scored 42 points last week. That was enough for 25 league points, which is first place in the week. So that was a pretty good week. I'd like to do the team intros for this week, who we've got starting. On the board, you actually see last week's stats as well. So on the far left, you got Paul Toney. He had 8 kills, 2,000 damage, and 8 assists. Again, I'm going to say the same thing I've been preaching the whole season, and Caleb can sort of attest to this. I don't care who gets the kills as long as somebody gets them. We had Connor coming up with 13 kills in his first week. I will say about this, he was playing Valkyrie, drop number 1. He was the only Valkyrie player drop number 1. We were on Olympus. And I call them water towers, but there's so many towers, so many high places. Being able just to reset yourself was huge and came in to be very important. By the time game 2 or drop 2 came around, there was 6 Valkyrie players, including Connor. So he sort of started a trend there. They followed up and saw it was important. And then on the far right, we've got Mr. Jason Woodard. He had 5 kills, 1,200 damage, and 6 assists. Honestly, it was a great team effort last week. We ended with those 26 eliminations, and I was really happy with that. I'd actually like to talk about the map. So this week, we've been rotating maps. We got Kings Canyon. Caleb, we talked a little bit before the drop, getting the team ready over here, and we talked about places they wanted to drop. I know you've played this. You really like Kings Canyon. Where's your favorite place to drop?
Honestly, I'm a little biased because, I played in beta with Aiden or Paul, and we dropped Skulltown a lot.
Okay.
Which they removed it from the game and then kind of brought it back. It's a little different, but that's my favorite spot to drop. I don't remember what it's called for the new map. But
okay, if we can get that map pulled back up here, I want to go over a couple of the spots me and the boys have talked about. On the very bottom, right above the word canyon, we've got, I think it was some sort of caustic area. Yeah. I am a little bit unfamiliar with Kings Canyon. I used to drop, but I always dropped in the top left quadrant. So that's one place they are talking about dropping is that caustic area. And moving a little bit to the right, we'll just have to see what happens here. And then the other place they've talked about is actually a little close to where I used to drop. I used to drop, if you see them, they are the top little white dots. And they've talked about dropping there, but it really comes down to plane path. It comes down to what they feel comfortable with. I am interested to see, because we're sitting here looking at we're looking at screen 1, which is Mr. Toney. I'm interested to see if these teams fill out. Right now, we've got a lot of teams with only duos and solos. You see us, we're team 1 in the top left corner. But like Shaker Heights, which has usually been a team that's putting up 5 to 6 kids, except for last week they only had 4 and then ended up with only 3 last week. Sorry, but they only have a solo right now. US there comes some more. US Grant Career Center. Yeah, they'll bounce back and forth. I don't know. They get a little crazy with it. But US Grant Career Center is sitting with a duo as both Team 1 and Team 2. So they can't work together. It's technically against the rules there, but being able to see that being able to see that is going to be some interesting duo play. I do know it's 3:59. We drop about 4 o'clock. we'd like to take about a 1-minute break. I'm going to go over and talk to the guys, get them ready to go, get them in the right headspace, and we'll see you back here in about 1 minute.
Yes, Tina.
It's me. I need nail polish.
Come in.
Don't ask.
When putting yourself first means first taking care of everyone else.
Welcome back. We're about ready to drop here. We see Team 8, Zora. He's like, give me like 35 more seconds. He's trying to get his teammates in there. So Team 8, which is Shaker Heights Team 1, they have now filled. We're still looking at several duos. We have a solo from St. Xavier Team 1, which has been our headache recently, honestly. They're what I call the rattier team. They like to just not do a whole lot. They like to wait till the end. You had experience with them in week 2. Like, they didn't have a whole lot of kills, but there was a whole squad that you and Paul had to try to eliminate, and we ended up in a really good spot, finished top 2 there, but we didn't get that win. They play the zone very well is the way I guess I should say it. I call it playing a little ratty, but it actually looks like we are about to drop. Somebody did a countdown there. Now, I have not seen Coach. There it is. Coach Walt was the one with the countdown. So it looks like we're about ready to go. And here we go. We're connecting. So we ended up with about 3 duos and a solo. It's going to be interesting. We're going to look at these guys, who they're going to choose this week. So it looks like Connor had the first choice, and he's going to choose Horizon there. Now, Horizon's a character I'm not super familiar with, but from what I understand, it's sort of another Valkyrie type, where you can redeploy or bounce your team around.
Yes.
It would not be a Apex Wednesday without Paul choosing Wraith, and then we've got Jay on Loba again this week.
Yeah, that's been Paul's main for a good 2 years. He started off with
Connor.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, it took probably about a month for him to start her, and he's been playing since then. That's all back in Vegas.
Absolutely. We're first team out of the plane here. Like we sort of talked about pregame, these guys are going to drop a little bit early. They're going to end up going right to Caustic here. I landed here a lot whenever I played, but it just wasn't my normal place. Like it tended to be more like, if you're familiar with Fortnite, anybody watching, like almost like towers.
What?
Like everybody liked landing towers.
Bro, he just killed me instantly.
Yeah.
And we are going to have some issue here. Paul's already down. We're going to bounce over to Connor's screen, protecting. Connor pops for damage. We've already got some action. Paul Dews in the Wraith. This is exactly why I wasn't a super big fan of landing here. Like it gets sweaty real quick.
Yeah, instantly. I was never a big fan of landing here. It has good loot, but it does get sweaty really fast.
Yeah. So we've got Paul sort of solo watching teams. He saw them on the left there.
Yeah, craft. It's fine. Yo, that Krung guy, yo, I swear, bro, the way he shot me was like...
Krung using pistol eliminated Paul.
You're right.
It looks like he's going to give them some good direction here, though. He's telling them to go right. They're going to craft the banner, recover him, and then move on from there.
Okay, I'm not
What we talked about pregame was sort of working in duos. So at least rolling around in pairs. I told them, like, this is a very familiar map for a lot of kids, a lot of players. Like, it's been out, like you said, since beta. And just being able to be familiar with the map is huge. So if you're familiar and you're comfortable where you landed, like, you have to run in duos. If you're running a solo, you're gonna get popped really
Absolutely.
We can't be knocked out this early, bro.
really soon. You can hear Paul in the background saying we can't be knocked out this early, and I definitely agree. Like, coach's standpoint here, we need to try to recover that banner or craft that banner and then move on. I'm sitting here watching Connor. I'm trying to figure out what these guys are doing right now.
No problem at all, darling.
Yeah, I have no clue. Honestly, it's kind of surprising to me for Paul to be the first one to be knocked out.
Yeah, it is sort of rare. You would hear him in the background. He's saying, like, he got two-tapped, like being just eliminated very quickly. There we go. That's what we were waiting on, was that boost by Connor. Being able to get these guys back up to where they needed to go. He was waiting for his ability to charge, is what it looked like. There's a replicator. They're going to go ahead and replicate it. And now we're going to try to go respawn Mr. Tony here. Obviously, we're going to get better guns on the way. I mean, we don't want to get in a situation where we're in a dangerous situation here.
Fighting with
I see nothing at all.
guns that don't really, honestly, a lot of the guns don't even work on this map anymore.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the guns, just like Wraith, has been nerfed, and a lot of people don't know what the word nerf means, but nerf is just when it's like a lesser version. So, like, it may have been a gun that was critical very early on, but now it's just not great to use. Connor's calling out a team below us here. Connor's got some visual. He popped some guys for almost a full shield. Connor's going to push. He's got Paul falling below him here, so it looks like they're going to pinch. This is a good scenario to pinch here.
Last. Crack. Where at? Down below.
And there it is. That's a good elimination from everybody. It looks like a white. We've got Paul with 2 kills there. We're going to have Connor with 2 assists and Jay with a kill there. So, again, that's 3 points. It was a good call out by Connor. Good rotation by Paul, Connor, and Jay there. And they did exactly what I asked them to, rolling around in duos. You saw Jay tagging along with Connor, going around the backside while Paul pushed through the front. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, we're off to a pretty good start, except for, the very beginning.
the early frustration, but that's okay. It's something we got to live with. And I told you guys when you finished the 13th that week, like, I played with semi-pro players when it comes to Call of Duty, and there's a lot of those guys that, they get the wins, they win the money, blah blah blah. But there's a lot of finishes that you all don't see where they're like 26th. So I mean, just staying consistent. I'd rather be consistently top 5 than first and then 16th. So, but when you have that bounty on your head, you get pushed. I will say I did not like the plane path this time, where everybody went right over Caustic to begin with. There could have been a lot of teams drop. We were just the first one out of the plane, so we would have known. Last week we tracked a lot, sort of headhunted on our own aspect. Paul's sort of leading the pack here. I am going to bounce up to his screen.
Thanks, Dee Dee. Mute. Say thank
And let them play here for a second.
Yeah, but I think we need to get at least one more like white. Yeah, you want one more team. One more team. Okay, get this support.
Stuck in between like 16. Extended supply bin
We'll
here.
take it too long. We're just gonna go. Third parties happen so fast. I feel like I'm shooting them.
Sort of hear them talking there. Those guys are looking for one more squad wipe just to get in the groove. Well, Connor's looking quite a distance there. Didn't see anything, but he thought he did. They're looking for one more squad wipe. Right now, we have 10 other squads up, 27 other kids. So we have a couple teams with not. There goes another one. We have a couple teams that are not full. So, and that's what we were sort of talking about in the pregame. Like, we've got some duos. We have a solo. Now we're sitting at 26, 23 others. Now 22 others. It's dropping quick. We've got some action somewhere. We're going to be finding that pretty soon.
This upgrade should help.
9 squads left, including us, so 8 others with 21 kids up. These guys are going around looting, making sure that we're good on shields, making sure we're good on helmets and everything else that we need to be good on.
Yes, big color.
Heads up. Not all of us are in the ring.
What's your favorite weapon to use in Apex? We haven't really talked about it.
Replicator incoming.
I think I prefer the Nemesis.
Okay.
I don't think it's a popular choice, but I think it does a lot of damage if you take the aim right.
Yeah.
Extended supply bin here.
Oh, I definitely liked it when I played.
Yeah, I like burst weapons a lot. I used to main the Hemlock.
Okay. I used the Hemlock a couple times.
It's been.
Oh, we've got some action here. I don't mean to interrupt you there. These guys are getting tapped from a little bit of everywhere.
Somebody win this. A big team this week. We need to pull this team.
Connor is in a predicament right here. He's going to pop some shields.
I'm about to get knocked. I need y'all to kill this guy. Kill this guy. You're taking so long.
One bullet.
One more. Res me.
We got a knockdown.
Res Connor. Trust me, res. Last guy.
Paul's calling for the res. Jay's laying down some fire to protect here.
Push with him. Drop me the Phoenix. Go push with him. It's one
Connor's
guy.
going to drop a Phoenix kit.
This is a huge team. We need to get this team out of here. That's doubly win.
Let's go in here.
This is a team we had some issue last week, and that's what you can hear those guys in the background talking about.
Yes, that was kill leader.
There goes the kill leader. And then we've got one left, and they're going to push. This is a good push, in my opinion. 1v3s is where we need to eat. We need to make our money here.
He possibly already crafted there.
Replicator there. Use it if you need it.
Paul's got the Phoenix kit. I am personally a huge fan of the Phoenix kits. Full shields, full health. It does take a little bit of time, but that's okay.
Yeah, they.
Wait, did they have a score?
I'm personally
Wait, that was
not a
Mad
big
Maggie,
fan of them
Res.
just because of how long they
Who was
take.
the one that
Yeah, I
crafted
understand.
first there?
We're now sitting at 5. I really would have liked to have 6 there just to get that other white, but we got to be careful because this is a very, very good group that these guys are playing.
You're by yourself.
Oh, Connor popping down here. I'm going to bounce to him.
Yeah, no.
Push back. Get out of there.
Jay and Connor are working together to push up here, but Connor's going to be in a weird situation. He's going to do some shields here. Oh, Connor sees him on his right. Connor is now knocked. Connor is gone. We're going to bounce to Jay. Jay's sort of in danger here. You can see Paul. He's going to go straight to the craft.
You will? Okay.
It's Krung and HERS.
That's Krung, bro. Wait, Stubbly wins up, bro. Somehow they rest him already, bro. They gotta win and rest that.
Yo, you're going towards zone. You gotta come
I know.
towards me.
No. I'm going through here. I'm not coming. If we go that way, that's how we die. I'm staying alive.
You hear Paul. He doesn't want to get bottlenecked into that spot. So, like, Jay, he could be in a real bad situation here in a moment trying to get bottlenecked into the path.
Do I have somebody
They're
on me?
chasing me. I'm getting
Bunker
chased.
pass. He's now calling. He's getting chased. He needs to have some shields, and if he doesn't have shields, he might be in a bad spot.
He's solo, I think.
This kill would be big.
We got a squad. I bounced the Paul here. We got a squad wipe from Paul right there, so another elimination.
Don't come towards me, please.
There goes Jay.
So good, this.
Patching myself up.
Paul's going to pop a med kit and then run with zone.
It's the same team, bro.
Replicator coming down.
Are they fighting another team? Yes, they are. That's so big, actually. Okay, where can I bring you back at?
Paul's looking for some replicators.
We just gotta play
He did this last week too. It was one of those situations. This is actually the game we won. Paul ended up being the last one, and here he's going to finally get out of the zone and be able to stop taking damage. Paul went and rezzed both, so we're back in that same sort of situation. He's got to replicate a banner and get them, or craft a banner and get them out of here.
Care package over there.
Hopefully we can get a couple squad wipes after that too.
I definitely agree. We're sitting at 7 other squads and 17 others up.
You're in view of the enemy.
Ooh. Here's going to be Wraith. This is going to be super important. Being able to use that warp and then turn around and make sure somebody's not chasing. But he loves that shotgun, that Mastiff. I see you guys in just down in the practice zone all the time, and he just loves that Mastiff.
I think I prefer the Peacekeeper, but it's
10 seconds left.
it's been nerfed since the beginning, but the Mastiff I feel like it shoots a little bit faster than Peacekeeper, so it's definitely a good option.
Paul's running around. It looks like he's trying to get some height advantage here just to make sure that he can actually get that res.
Enemies nearby.
You hear that in the background, enemies nearby. Paul's just got to be careful here. Sort of running out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, here we go.
Teammates banner.
Now he has both banners. He's going to go to the replicator, or the respawn, and get these guys back.
Heard that.
Why, bro?
Need to recharge my shields.
It's just so
Oh, we hear some gunshots there in the back. Paul's going to try to get the respawn here very quickly and quietly.
Yeah, I'm inside the next ring. Care package over there.
It's definitely going to be difficult though, but I think they're fighting, so
Yeah, definitely. He's respawning both right here. This is going to be
Got a
huge.
replicator incoming. Follow the tunnel. Care package over there.
Paul's trying to get all the way over there to that drop.
Copy that. Need to recharge my shields.
Not really in a great spot here. Had a drone on him.
Reloading.
Oh, we've got gunshots shooting down at our guys here.
Patching myself up.
These guys climbing the rocks here. A little bit reminiscent of last year when we played at Kings Canyon. We had a kid that sort of hid in the rocks. He was the last guy, and he did not want any of the smoke, so he hid in the rocks, and we just stared at rocks most of the afternoon.
This is the guys that we killed earlier.
I mean, playing for placement, that's how you get a lot of points.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations, like when you're a solo playing against trios, it's just not a good situation.
Big knock, big knock, big knock. Enemy down. Get aggressive here, get aggressive.
We got a knock by Jay here. We need to get the elimination.
They're running.
Good elimination. Now these guys are going to shoot him in the back here. I love the aggression. This is where we need to push and get down there.
Reloading.
And we got Paul pushing. Great push here, using that Mastiff again like we talked about.
That's a huge wipe.
There's the stubbly win that these guys talk about all the time, stubby win. That's a good elimination. So now we're top 5, sitting with 9 other kids up and 4 squads. Paul getting shot at from Jay's location.
Extended supply bin here.
Extra treasures here. You're welcome.
Boot up and then get aggressive. Krung is still alive. Krung is got a kill.
I feel like with that team
I just feel like we're gonna get some kills.
out, it should be easy for us to get the rest of them.
We'll just have to wait and see. I tell these guys the same thing, including you when you played a couple weeks ago. Like, anybody can go off at any time. These are good level players. Like, you just got to be prepared for anything. So we're sitting at 4 kills for Paul. Looks like 3 kills from Jay and 1 kill from Connor down there. That's 8 total, and now we're top 4.
Let's go to circle. Let's rotate now. Rotate to circle.
Paul's calling out, going to circle here. Connor's going to be a little bit risky. He's going to do a push. I'm not a huge fan. Okay, now he's regrouping. He is getting shot.
Right down this way.
Hostile spot. Opening fire.
Here late game, I'm going to give them a little bit of
Our whole team is on this phone.
couple things to talk about.
This is good. We can get up this rock. Yeah.
Let's move here.
Yo, hey, can we please sit somewhere? Yeah, like right here. I need ammo.
Jay's calling out that he needs some ammo. Oh, Paul's melting somebody on top of the other rock.
He's ripped up there. He's a solo. He's a solo.
So we've got a rip solo across. We've got.
I think.
No, we're definitely sitting. There's 2 trios and a solo.
Blue shield.
Yeah, we're 2 trios and a solo here.
I need your ult. That's a big ult, actually. I need light ammo.
Paul's gonna take all the ammo he can get.
Look at that.
Pop a shield cell. You gotta nail him out of the air here.
Is that real people? I mean, my aim just that bad. Listen, y'all, we still have 2 other teams that we haven't seen yet.
Keep calm, Dee
They landed over there. That conduit is ripped.
Connor, I'm watching him right now. We've got Paul on the screen. I'm watching Connor. He's re-shielding. You just shield battery, get all the way. Everybody's max level in our squad right now. That's huge, having that many shields and be ready to go. Paul ripping somebody on top of the rocks again.
Those shields really giving them a big advantage.
They're going to push under Paul here. He's got to rip these guys off the rocks.
We'll fight each other fights, bro.
Shield battery up. That's 5 shields ready to go. They're on the rocks right there. He's looking at them.
There's somebody on me. It's that Krung kid. Krung is one.
Paul ripping him.
2-1. Let's push this.
Good teamwork here with the pinch.
We're just looking for the Krung guy. He's back there. Big.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Huge elimination there. Paul's now the kill leader, sitting with looks like 5. 5 kills, 5 assists. So we're looking at 11 kills so far this first game. We do have a sniper, and there's another one and another squad wipe. We've got one other squad up. We do not know how many.
Push out, please.
Just using a Phoenix kit.
Using a Phoenix kit here by Paul.
Down. 2 more. Help him, Jason. Help him.
Jay, and we need Paul to rotate here. Paul with a great knock. Paul, 1 shot. And there we go. Great first game. And you see our little sign there. Winner, chicken dinner for round number 1. Great teamwork by these guys. I think we're going to end around somewhere around that 14 eliminations again, game 1.
Yeah, that was a really good game.
Again, this is what we talked about pregame, and you can attest to this. Like, I love the pinching. I love working in duos. You can see Connor there at the end working around with Jay up towards the top, and then Paul just flanks around. That's what we've been doing well, even since week 1 when it was you, Jay, and Paul. You two would go, and Paul would flank around on the left or something like that. We do want to get a quick recap of the match summary here. We ended with 15 eliminations. Nobody else in the lobby had more than 10, it looks like, and that's Goshen. We talk about Goshen being a headache. St. Xavier, the solo, being, again, I call it ratty, like 0 kills, but he's playing as a solo. But great job. 27 points for drop number 1 there. I will happily take that. We are going to go to a break here, and then we'll be back very shortly and be ready for drop number 2.
Yes, Zoe.
Did you remember my art stuff?
Check the living room. Yes, James.
Mom, when's dinner?
Already on the counter. Yes, Tina.
It's me. I need nail polish.
Come in.
Don't ask.
When putting yourself first means first taking care of everyone else.
It's no secret that bad weather happens, and in that unfortunate event, we can be out to your house within 24 hours to make sure you have emergency services, tarps, to keep your home from sustaining further damage. But we also work with your insurance company to make sure that you get it put back the way it should be. We want to make sure that you get the best roofing system you can have to protect your home. If you did sustain damage, don't hesitate to call us at the number below, and we'll come out and make this process easy for you.
Welcome back. We had a little bit of a halftime there. We take a couple minutes, show our commercials, promote our stuff. It's a great time. But I was super happy with round one. We got a 30-second warning here till the second drop. What's your thoughts on everything?
I don't know. I think we did really good. How many? We got 15 kills.
It was 15 eliminations.
Yep. So I think we did pretty good. I feel like we're going to do really good in the second round too.
I do too. We've talked about, especially Mr. Jones was just behind all of our equipment here. Runs our digital media program here. He does a great job with that. But he's talked about all day 2 first place finishes. Last week we was first and third, just fell a little bit short, but having back-to-back first places for drop number 1 on each map is pretty big. I'm excited about that. I am sort of glancing down at my screen, just making sure everybody's sort of getting ready here. We're probably about a minute till drop, so I'm ready to go. OG Walt sent the 30-second warning. 10 seconds till our drop here. So we're going to drop Kings Canyon again, just like every other week. We run it twice. We're going to look at the plane path. The boys may not want to drop Caustic here, so we'll have to see what happens.
I feel like artillery might be a pretty good place to drop.
Artillery?
Yeah.
Where's it at top?
Yeah, it's top.
That's where I used to drop.
But yeah, Caustic's going to be a little too sweaty. But if they can come out on top, if they go to it, they come out on top, then I guess that'd be pretty good.
Dropping back in Kings Canyon here. These guys are going to select their legends again here in about 3 seconds. What do you think we got to do to win number 2 here?
I don't know. I feel like what we did last game was pretty good, except for the
early drop.
Early drop, and then Paul having to go and get their banners back. But
that came in clutch. I really like that, but it's dangerous. It's a risk. Like, he got popped out a couple times trying to do that. You got Paul always on Wraith. You've got Connor. Looks like he's choosing Horizon. Looks like we're running the exact same legends again. So
I think that's definitely the way to go. You switch your legends up, and you're going to be playing a little differently.
Plane path here is a little bit better, coming from bottom left quadrant. And these guys are jumping super early again. I mean, if they're comfortable with it, if they're fine with it, great. Connor's screen here, he's pinging out other enemies, seeing if we're alone or if we've got somebody dropping on us. It looks like we're okay right now. Land first, get a gun first is what I always say. So same thing in Call of Duty where I play on it. Like, if you land first, you're going to be the first one to a weapon, you're in a real good spot. Oh, Tony's already popping, getting chased. Tony using his Wraith ability, trying to get around.
All the way behind you, bro. I might be dead. Throw my door. Don't get knocked.
Telling these guys not to get knocked here. I'm going to bounce down.
Push. We're going to fight this.
I'm bouncing down here to Connor's screen. He's trying to get out of there. Recharging shields has a top advantage here.
Do you have a med kit? I need to make it a god one. Do you have a med kit?
Paul asking for a med kit. These guys got him. This is good teamwork right here. I mean, I understand, again, we're in a sweaty, open drop. But being able to work together, getting those syringes, med kits, blah, 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 and stay alive. Super important. These guys looking down.
Actually, no, Jason, you take it. Jason, you take it.
Attention. Evo harvesters are online.
Zipline, not Syria. Whoops a daisy.
Want to go over there?
That way he calls to me.
Heard that.
Paul leading the way. These guys got a ping. They think these guys went over towards the wall on this one side. So
I'm pretty sure that's a second place.
you got an L-Star and a Rampage down here for Connor.
Like, not second place in the tournament. I mean, second place.
They're going to reload all their shields, reload all their equipment, ammo, and be ready to go.
Yeah, because it was a Revenant, Conduit, and instead of a Lightfinder, that one was a Watson that time. Oh, I mean, look at that. Oh, the Omni. No way, bro. What the? Get out. I'm coming out. Face out.
We are going to be in a weird situation here. Paul is getting popped. He's had to go. Connor breaks a shield there. We're going to see if these guys push. To me, this would not be a great push by that team. And there we can see Connor dropping down.
Nice, that's Krung.
Oh, there we go. Wonderful squad wipe early. This is the team that gave us headache late last game with Krung, and you can hear Paul calling that out.
That is another.
I will absolutely take that. Jay with 2 eliminations there and an assist, and Connor with 1 elimination and assist. They definitely know Paul's the Wraith, though. You can tell that they're sort of gunning for the Wraith. They knew who the kill leader was last time. They do the exact same thing we do. Like, they call out these guys and know who they want to target. You want to eliminate your enemies quick, like, and then worry about everybody else to come after.
All we have to do is worry about Stubbly Wind. If we see him,
you can hear Paul in the background saying, I only got to worry about the kid's name is Stubby Wind, and I mean, he's a pretty good player. He gave us headaches last week. He gave us headaches early this week. So we got to eliminate that guy, and then Paul thinks we're pretty good after that. Krung was a headache game 1. So
oh yeah, let him get it. He's actually good.
These guys are going to go around looting, making sure we're good on shields, leveling everything up. They want to have the max shields. You see these guys here, Paul on the far right, Connor on the far left. Connor plays more relaxed. So this is something I sort of wanted to hit on. Like, he's keyboard mouse right now, Jay's keyboard mouse, and Paul's controller, but Connor leans back. Like, he pulls the monitor towards him, but he leans way back in his chair. I've never seen that by anybody else. But I guess if you feel good, you play good, right?
I feel like it's kind of the opposite for me. If I'm stressed and I'm sitting up straight, then I play good.
Yeah.
But if I'm relaxed, I can't.
See, and like when Call of Duty comes on for me, I know we can't do it here at Esports Ohio because it's rated M, and sorry, I don't mean to just leave these guys hanging. Loba from Jay popping out his stuff and making sure these guys get everything they need. But like Call of Duty, when I'm stressed or when I'm ready to play, I'm leaning forward. I'm leaning into the game. If I'm just playing for fun is when I'm leaning back. But Connor's the opposite. Connor's he's always chilling is what I say. Like, he's always leaning back, always being ready to relax, so to speak. Last year he had to deal with a lot of 1v3s though, so this year he may be much more excited to not have to do that, have some capable teammates. Connor here is pretty far away from Paul and Jay. We're going to bounce back. He's getting much closer now, but I like going to the duos, and especially whoever's out in front, because they're going to be the ones running the action first.
Mute. Say thank you.
Mozambique. That gun's still around.
Yeah, it's really OP if you have dual Mozambiques.
Yeah, I've watched him. I call him the hand cannons, but last week Connor was just eliminating people with those Mozambiques at Olympus. He'd get up on top, and I think it's interesting, like shotguns and pistols in Apex just doesn't have a delay. Like, they're almost overpowered because of the damage, so when you hit it, it hits hard, versus like SMGs, you're almost at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Honestly,
like you said, you like the Nemesis. It's more of an AR style, right?
Yeah, it's more of an AR style. I can run with a shotgun, but I don't really prefer them. I prefer the SMGs.
Yeah, and that's how I played. I hate running the Mozambiques. I hated running the Mastiffs. I just hated it. But it seems like in competitive play, you almost have to run SMG pistol or SMG, like SMG Mozambique, or let's say L-Star and Mastiff. You almost have to run something like that.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Everything's either, Paul says he's got somebody on him.
Yeah. I was gonna cue to him, and then you said on me, so I flipped it down.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it was just a bad call out by Paul. Maybe he's messing with the guys. That happens sometimes. Connor's out in front here. I am going to stay with Paul because he's in the screenshot. Jay is just right to Paul's left here.
Evo Harvester here.
Calling out the Evo's Harvester. Get those coins.
Replicator income.
Jump drive in position.
Ultimate accelerant here. Thanks, darling.
Give these guys a minute here to communicate.
Like, there's always teams that fill up through bunker.
We're already down to 10 squads left.
Whole team flying right here.
Spotted.
Whole team flying over there.
Paul calling in, the whole team flying in over about 100 meters away. We're already down to 9 other squads and 23 up, so we're moving quick, and it happens every week. Game 1 starts a little slower, and then we pick up. Game 2 is definitely like, okay, we know what we need to do here, like the whole lobby. It's like we know what we need to do here. We need to eliminate these teams, and then they get much more aggressive.
Evo Harvester here.
Yeah, these guys have the greatest eyesight ever.
I'm going to this jump tower. I'm going to this jump tower. I'm going to this jump tower. Going to go.
Connor's going to pop a couple people. I'm going to switch to him.
Activating jump drive.
It looks like he just wanted to pop some shots for some damage and then get out of there. These guys are going to go to that evac tower.
Yeah, they're throwing nades at you. They're trying to push you.
Going to the evac tower and then getting out of here.
I'm going to Gauntlet to get this Evo.
Evo Harvester
Gonna
here.
bounce back to Paul. He's already hit the evac tower. It doesn't look like they're following Connor right here. The thing about the evac tower is if you're not moving as a squad, like if you land, you can be in trouble.
There's team here, team here, team here.
Yeah, and Paul's calling out. There's a team here.
Not sure. I think someone's targeting me. Getting shot at. Reloading.
Oh, Paul with a knock.
Enemy down.
That dude's just a laser, and he plays on controller. That's super interesting to me. Another knock. We got one more up. And there is a squad wipe by Paul, solo in a squad. Jay with the assist. I love it.
I'm 7-0.
Evo Harvester here.
He's going for that Evo Harvester, the whole reason we popped over here.
Care package. Ooh, I feel good about this care package.
That levels them up to level 3 here, sorry.
Changes the path.
2020 here.
I leveled up.
We've talked about that a little bit last game. Like, max level is huge. You get that additional shield. You get that little bit extra health. Like, it's very important. Something I never had to do was play competitively for Apex. Yeah, it's something I tried. It's much more difficult than Call of Duty, in my opinion, just because of the movement. There's no fall damage. There's no bullet drop. Like, things like that matter.
Yeah, the movement is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I like to play more slow-paced games.
I understand.
Care package over there.
Great reveal. There's the R9. We know where Paul's going, but
I like the fast-paced games, but I just prefer slow-paced. I don't like all the movement and stuff.
My thing is, if you're playing video games, you're trying to relax unless you're getting paid for them or like this kind of a setting. But med kit.
We're still in circle here.
These guys are still in circle, and that's what you hear Paul saying.
I say we move.
We're already down to 5 other squads and 14 up, so everybody's a trio, and we've got one duo out there.
Yeah.
That's insane. Here, this purple center back there.
Standard stock here. Level 3.
Grenade here.
Yep.
Thanks.
Alright, I got one made.
All I have is a star.
That's good, that's good.
That's good, that's good.
Hey,
So Paul's got a, I'm going to call it a new knife this week. What is that?
Copy that.
That is Well, that is Wraith's heirloom. That's the Kunai, I believe.
Okay, so an heirloom. What's an heirloom do, or what is it?
It's basically it's a cosmetic item.
Oh, getting shot from the bottom here. Keep going. I'm listening.
It's a cosmetic item. They're kind of rare to get, and if you're really unlucky, then you'll get it on the 500th Apex pack that you open.
Ash is one.
And
I understand.
He was really unlucky with that.
Ash dead.
Reloading. Enemy down.
I believe it probably was the 500 that he got it on. He got it recently.
Cracked.
But yeah, it's a cosmetic thing.
Okay.
It's got a few cool things with it. It comes with some emotes that you can do.
Okay.
When you inspect it, it's got a couple different cinematics, I guess, with it that are pretty cool. One of them, a fly lands on a knife, and Wraith will just sit there and slice it in half.
Oh man, those emotes can be pretty awesome.
And
So right. Sorry, go ahead.
There's also one, if you crouch and do it, it'll she'll write like a W in the air.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Right now, we're still sitting with 5 other squads. We're sitting with 12 others up. We've got 4 eliminations from Paul, 2 eliminations from Connor, and 2 from Jay. So we're sitting with 8 team eliminations. Sitting top 6 right here. We're definitely pushing for that first overall finish again, though. We have teams in Group B that have finished for week 1 and 2. Last week they didn't. But week 1 and 2, they finished perfect. They finished first place both games. They ran they ran the league points, so they were sitting at 50 points coming into week 3. I mean, we were sitting mid-30s, and we're a good team. But that makes me either feel like Lobby B is just not the level that we are here in Lobby A, or they're just a super good team, and we're going to have to look out for them in the playoffs. Paul's got somebody one shot right here. This is where Horizon comes in. Another knock. We've got one more up who was cracked.
Enemy here.
Jump on him.
Reloading.
Those 2 are going to lead the pack. Paul's going to clean up in the rear. Up behind the Apex sign.
Please wipe this in. This would be such a big wipe.
Ooh. That's a little bit frustrating. Connor's got a whole team on him here, so it's a little bit dangerous.
We split up way too bad. They just want to craft and try to respawn like they always do. That's what they do. But as soon as they respawn, we try that for sure.
Yeah, there was a guy really low right behind me.
Yeah, it's a mad maggie.
Whole team in the building, Connor's calling out. I'm going to bounce to Connor. Connor's just
oh my God, nice.
wiping that guy off the game.
Push it. Yeah, let's fight it. He's got third party, the KC Kunai. It's the Revenant. The Revenant's here, killing him. He just died. Revenant is dead.
These guys are going for the third party.
Come on. He's lifelike rest. Lifelike rest. Free kill in here. Free kill. Dead. Oh my God. Oh, dead. I'm actually the greatest.
Paul's getting a little bit of hype there, and I don't blame him. Like, Paul's going off right now. He's got 7. 2 assists, Jay's sitting at 2, and Connor's sitting at 3, so we're already at 12 eliminations right here. We still have 4 other squads, 10 others up.
They're already getting shot at. I think.
This is where you heal and you rotate. Paul's sitting at max level, the other 2 are sitting at level 3 here, which is purple.
One dead. Round 4 level, like, don't get stuck in zone.
Ooh, somebody got caught. Nice squad wipe, so that's going to even be, I'm loving this right now. Right now we're top 3. These guys need to finish this game. 8, 12. We're at 15 eliminations right now. I want to bounce to Paul. He's rotating around.
They're already fighting.
Oh, right in front of Paul. He's got one running. He's cracked. Paul's going to rotate to the left. The other 2 are probably going to rotate to the right here.
Nice. Let's look the big guys.
We're still 3 squads up.
Let's try to kill him so he don't get second place. We need to kill this last guy on our team.
We're close to the ring. 30 seconds.
Recharging my shield.
Looking for the last guy here.
Yo, where's this guy at?
We really, like, absolutely try to find him.
This guy is actually the greatest death.
Yeah, he rats every time. Okay, so we killed what? The Mad Maggie, the Conduit got
10
away.
seconds,
That's the
ring
people that
close.
had one shot. He's trying to look for a second place.
Extra treasure.
Paul's looking for him. He's making sure that that guy's not going to be able to get a second place finish here. So we've got a solo and probably another whole squad.
Don't drive out. We're all outside the ring.
I'm just looking for a second. I don't want them to get a second place. They already have so many kills.
Paul making sure he's got max health ready to go.
I really don't even want to kill the other team yet until we kill this Conduit.
Yeah, I think they definitely got the first place on this one again, but
Kill him.
we'll see.
A lot
Anything can
can,
happen.
yeah, a lot can
that's
happen.
so
Now
good.
we're, oh, and somebody must have died to gas there. Back-to-back first place finishes. This is what Mr. Jones has been talking about. Mastermind behind the computer there. Back-to-back first place finishes. We're going to sweep this week. Great job by these guys. I want to see how many eliminations we had here. Game 1, we had 15. I think we're pushing more 19 to 20 team eliminations here in round 2.
And we exploded. Yes.
Great team effort. Loading up now. 19, like I said, pushing a little bit closer to 20 team kills, sitting at 19. Nobody else in the lobby had more than 9, which is again was Goshen. Goshen with that third place finish. A great job by these guys here today. We're going to clean up match 1 and match 2, sitting with 34 eliminations through 2 games. Huge. Paul coming out of match 2 there was just on fire. I'm pretty sure Paul got double digits there in match 2. Match 1 ended with 15, match 2 ended with 19, so 34 eliminations through 2. Back-to-back first place finishes. We're going to finish first place for the week and may move into first place for the season so far. So I'm really proud of these guys, really happy with the way we played today. I'm going to go over and talk to them. We're going to take a short break and then we'll send you off.
At State Electric Supply Company, we have combined decades of experience and service with the digital tools you need in today's fast-paced world. Visit our website, where all of our products are easily accessible anytime, anywhere, on any device. Our highly trained staff, excellent customer service, and powerful online tools help you get the products you need when and where you need them. At stateelectric.com, you can log in to find your nearest location. State Electric Supply Company, where service makes state.
Yes, Zoe.
Did you remember my art stuff?
Check the living room. Yes, James.
Mom, when's dinner?
Already on the counter. Yes, Tina.
It's me. I need nail polish.
Come in.
Don't ask.
When putting yourself first means first taking care of everyone else.
Welcome back here. We're going to go over just the kills for match 1 and match 2, and then we're going to send you out of here. We appreciate you watching. Thanks for all the support you guys are giving the kids here at Collins Career and Technical Center. So match 1, we had 15 eliminations. The next closest was Winford with 9 and Goshen with 10. Goshen got a 6th place finish with 10 eliminations. And then match 2, Paul just catches fire. Paul's probably pushing double-digit eliminations in match 2. We ended with 19 total eliminations. That's huge. Great week by these guys playing. Honestly, coming into the season, I was worried about Goshen and I was worried about National Trail. National Trail has been a non-factor so far. So they're a high school much further north than us. But Goshen's been a headache. St. Xavier's over towards Cincinnati, a little bit further than Beaver Creek, I'm pretty sure. And St. Xavier's constantly top 5 finishes. But their thing is they don't get the eliminations. So as a player, I mean, me personally, I know what my decision is. But would you rather have placement or eliminations?
I think a good mix between both is pretty good. I don't. It's crazy to me if they can have 0 eliminations be second, but I understand placement, you get a lot of points. So.
Placement, second place placement's going to finish with 9 points. Without any eliminations. So I mean, as a solo and a duo, you can see those guys aren't full squads. Like you want the placement points. You don't want to push 1v3s and 2v3s unless you're just great. And honestly, we caught a lot of that great gameplay today. Paul pushing a 1v3, Jay coming and helping clean up, but Paul with the eliminations. And I'm just really happy with the way these guys have played the last couple weeks, pushing us forward. We have an amazing stream team here. Mr. Jones does a great job with everything that you see, everything that's happening here. I do my best to try to tell these guys, like, hey, we've had some situations where this may work a little better or this may not work very well, and we've adjusted. And you've seen that really the last 3 weeks. Week 1 was a little bit of winging it, throwing you guys out there and see what happened, throwing spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks. But last 3 weeks we've taken some adjustments, rotating one player like Paul to the left, the other 2 to the right, and pinching. And we've done really well with that. And the teams haven't really responded to that. And that's probably something we're going to continue to do here. But I appreciate you being here. I will say next week I am not going to be here. I will not be able to do any of the streams. So Mr. Caleb Posey's probably going to be the main guy next week. And I'm excited about that. I think he can do very, very well. We appreciate all your support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. You have a wonderful week. We'll see you next Wednesday.